What is going on, you guys? It is Dabstar Gaming here. We're playing some elimination and all that good stuff because Trials hasn't been up recently. So we are hoping that Trials will be up in an hour. I'm not sure if they even said anything about it yet, but yeah, this is the time that I'm making that video on Friday, 1 hour before Trials is supposed to come out. So I hope it comes out, but for now, we're going to be talking about, what I've been using recently after the update and all that stuff. So I've pretty much only been using the last word. You can, I don't know, I know not everyone's, so crazy about that. There are other weapons that are pretty good, but for me, I really like the last word. I know other people have been using Hawksaw, the PDX, the Grasp of Malak. Hawkmoon's probably okay too. The Mida, definitely all great weapons, but I've been sticking also with my 1000 yard because I really like the Firefly because I get a lot more collaterals using that, and it obviously has the high impact that I'm looking for. So that's a great sniper still, obviously, which I'm still using. I'm using the last word. Now I've actually switched my subclass. I'm actually using Stormcaller now. The reason I'm using Stormcaller is because it has a really good melee range. So that's what I've been using, the amplitude. Another reason I've been using it is because of electrostatic mine. What is that? If you don't already know, it charges your super faster when you are near your allies, and it also damages enemies that you are near when you are in Stormcaller. So that's what I've been using, and that's the reason why. So if you have a team of like 3 Stormcallers using amplitude and electrostatic mine, you're all gonna have your supers probably, somewhere within like the second to third round. That gives all 3 of you supers. One person can use it, then another person can use it, take their orbs, and the other guy can use it, take their orb. So in reality, everyone will probably get their super twice around. Not twice around, twice a game, which means that 6 storm calls that the other team has to deal with now. The grenade, I know it's not the strongest. Arc bolt's a pretty reliable grenade. I use the storm grenade because it does a decent amount of damage, and that's just what I prefer, but you really can use whatever you want. Amplitude is really good because it gives you ridiculous range. I swear, I was meleeing people from so far that if I were to try and shoot them with, say, a shotgun, I wouldn't have done nearly any damage, because that's how far that they were. So that's pretty amazing melee range, if you ask me. Pretty ridiculous. So I would definitely consider using the double melee and maybe max intellect and discipline with the 1-2 strength, depending on if you have tier 12. That would be a pretty awesome setup. So yeah, that's what I've been using. Yeah, so hopefully Trials is gonna be up. And yeah, I'm just doing some plays here. I'm not sure if you saw the other round. I was in my bubble sniping the guy. I was just busy thinking about that. Don't try and snipe people in the bubbles unless you're like God, because it is possible. But honestly, mostly anybody that I've ever seen do that has just died from the person inside the bubble. As you saw there, I was stood in the bubble. I popped out when I wanted. He wasn't able to predict it. I shot him in the head so easily. He tried to self-res, I did the same thing, and I shot him in the head again. So it was a pretty amazing thing. As you can see, shoulder charge is still a great thing. I've noticed trip mine. I have been just eating so many trip mine grenades lately, so I really feel like they really just don't do them like nearly enough damage anymore. You have to have somebody a little bit low for that to even do any damage. So as far as trip mine grenades go, they're really weak. But golden gun, don't get me wrong, it's still a great subclass, but I don't know, I just really seem to see the difference in the trip mine grenades because they can't stick anymore, and they are just so weak, and they just never seem to kill me unless I'm low, of course. Another thing I noticed a lot of people using after this update is fusion grenades, or any type of grenade that sticks to an enemy. I definitely don't think that's a bad idea because you can stick somebody with a grenade and instantly kill them. So I definitely see that being a new thing that's going to be trending in the game. You can definitely already guess that everybody's going to be using the last word because it's such an amazing gun. It can kill people so fast. One thing with the last word is although you get the bonus what is it, stability and accuracy when you hip fire it, and you get the all that stuff. Definitely don't think I can't even talk, I'm sorry. What I mean is to aim the gun in, because it does more damage. Yeah, when you hip fire it, you really don't do as much damage unless you're really close to them, so feel free to aim that weapon in. Yeah, it doesn't do the bonus precision damage when you hip fire it anymore, so aim it in, you will do more damage, you'll do great with it. And yeah, just take your shots wisely with it. Sometimes you have to unload, and sometimes you need to take a second to take your shots wisely while you're aiming it in. I mean, hip fire it, of course, in some situations you'll get a better feel for it. I'm sure you will. So yeah, Firefly and the sniper rifles, I really just have noticed that it can do so much, get so many collateral damages, or I mean 2 kills with 1 snipe regardless of it with the Firefly. One thing people don't really think about with Firefly is that when you snipe someone in the head, you can technically see the enemies within the radius of that enemy, and you also deal damage to them, which is how you can see where they are. So it's really just a good tool to use. You snipe someone and you can automatically see if there's any enemies close to him in that area. If you do get the Firefly hit, then you automatically know they're there, and you can also, like 99% of the time, 95% of the time, whatever, you will be able to body them from the Firefly damage. So it's another great thing. As you can see there, I'm great with my rockets. I did an amazing job there like usual, but yeah, Firefly. Even then, you can body someone, they go to hide, you headshot the other guy, you get 2 kills. So I mean, it's really worth it, 1,000 yard. I mean, the more you use it, the better you get with it. I pulled off some sweet headshots in this video. I got more videos coming out. I'm gonna be showing how crazy Stormcaller melee is, but that's really gonna do it for this one, guys. Appreciate you watching. I hope you learned at least one thing from this, and please drop me a like. I love you and subscribe.